You don't have to spend a fortune on getting a huge lift for your 4-wheel drive Super Duty truck if all you want is enough ride height to be able to mount up some rugged 35-inch off-road tires. We put the truck on a lift and remove the front wheels to begin disassembly on the front suspension. Start removing the top shock bolt, which we access through the engine bay. It can also be accessed through the wheel well if you prefer. Take out the lower shock bolt and the old shocks can be removed. The brake line bracket at the bottom of the spring can be removed for more slack in the line to remove the spring. Along with the lower brake line bracket, the upper bracket must also be removed in order to add the drop bracket later on. Now place a jack stand underneath the front axle for support. Remove the upper sway bar end link to be able to move the axle freely. Then start to lower the jack and pull the stock spring from the truck. Also, to relieve its stress while the axle is lowered, we remove the differential vent tube. Then we pulled the bump stop from its perch. Next, unbolt the perch and assemble the bump stop extension to the truck by bolting on the perch to the extension, then screwing the extension to the mount in the truck. A screwdriver will help to snug up the mount. Add the brake line drop bracket to the upper stock bracket with the new hardware. The tab on the stock bracket will need to be bent vertically to clear the new bracket. Once it is on, tighten it down to the truck. Now remove the isolators from the stock springs and add them onto the ReadyLIFT springs. Then install the new springs into the truck. Jack up the rear end to properly seat the springs in the mounts, then add the new Fox shocks by attaching the lower mount, then compressing the shock into the upper. Both mounts can be loosely tightened at this point. To reinstall the sway bar to the end link, loosen up the lower mount so there is movement in the end link, then reinstall the sway bar and tighten down the upper and lower bolts. Both shock bolts can be tightened, along with replacing the lower brake line bracket. Since we can now fit a 35-inch tire on our Super Duty, we replace the stock wheels with our new set on 35s. ReadyLIFT achieves the front 2.5-inch lift with a pair of these high-performance coil springs which precisely correct your truck's suspension geometry. In addition to leveling out your Super Duty, these custom progressive wound coil springs increase strength, reliability, and improve your overall ride quality and handling for both on and off-road conditions.